The 3-Minute Savior, the untold story of instant noodles. Hello, dear viewers. It's a pleasure to be with you again. Today, let's begin another journey through history. This time, we'll travel back just a little to uncover the story behind one of the most familiar flavors of student life, instant noodles. Most of us have had that moment, studying late at night, racing against time before an exam, or simply thinking, I just need something to eat right now. And then, instant noodles come to mind. Pour in hot water, wait just a few minutes, and suddenly you have a meal. That feeling, almost like being rescued. But have you ever wondered, how did this 3-minute savior come to exist? Who thought of it? And why did the world need something so fast, so simple, and so accessible? The need behind instant noodles. When we think about history, we often imagine great wars, powerful kings, and revolutions. But sometimes, history is changed not by grand events, but by simple, everyday needs. Two things people often lack the most: time and affordable, quick food. During difficult times, war, shortages, instability, one thing becomes most important: not going hungry. People rush to work, run to school, come home exhausted. And instead of thinking, let me cook something delicious, they think, I just need something quick. That's when the idea of a meal ready in just a few minutes became not just a wish, but a real necessity. One question that changed the world. Sometimes, great ideas don't come from laboratories, but from simple, everyday observations. In post-World War II Japan, during the late 1940s and early 1950s, people stood in long lines just to get a bowl of hot food. Seeing this, a man named Momofuku Ando asked himself a simple question. What if people didn't have to wait in line? What if they could prepare food at home in just a few minutes? It sounds simple, but behind that question was a powerful vision. Food that is fast, affordable, and accessible to everyone. That question became the beginning. Day after day, Ando experimented. He failed, tried again, failed again, until finally, he succeeded. In 1958, the first instant noodles were introduced to the world. A simple question that would go on to change the daily lives of millions. What is the 3-minute secret? So why do instant noodles cook so quickly? Because they are not raw. They are actually pre-cooked with steam at the factory. Then comes the most important step: drying. During drying, tiny microscopic holes form inside the noodles. When hot water is added, these tiny spaces act like doors, allowing water to rush in quickly. That's why the noodles soften so fast, almost as if they come back to life. Interestingly, there are two main drying methods. First, deep frying in oil. This creates more and larger pores, so water is absorbed faster and the flavor feels richer. Second, hot air drying. This results in less oil, a lighter texture, and a cleaner taste. So the 3 minutes is not magic, it's smart technology, pre-cooking, microstructure, and proper drying. How are instant noodles made? Let's take a quick trip inside a factory. It starts with flour and water, carefully measured and mixed. The dough is then rested. Next, it is rolled thin, cut into long noodle strands, then steamed, which means the noodles are already cooked. And then comes the key step again: drying. Some are fried in oil, others dried with hot air. Finally, seasoning and dried vegetables are added, and everything is packaged. And just like that, the 3-minute savior is ready for store shelves. Why did it spread across the world so fast? Instant noodles are not just about taste. They perfectly match modern life. Imagine this. In 2024 alone, the world consumed over 123 billion servings of instant noodles. That's about 337 million servings every single day. Every second, thousands of people are thinking, I just need something to eat right now. And instant noodles become the answer. Why? Because they are Time-saving, affordable, long-lasting, easy to prepare anywhere. From dorm rooms to office breaks to travel bags, even emergency food supplies, instant noodles are not just food. They are a practical solution to everyday life. Here's a fun fact. If one serving takes about 3 minutes to prepare, then in 2024, humanity spent around 700,000 years just making instant noodles. 700,000 years ago, Earth was in the Ice Age. That's how massive this number is. A world of flavors. Instant noodles are not just one type of food, they are an entire world. They come in cups, packets, soups, and dry styles. Each country adds its own culture. In China, rich broths and 5-spice flavors. In Indonesia, fried noodles like mee goreng. In India, curry and masala flavors. In Vietnam, sour and spicy seafood styles. In the United States, shorter noodles and microwave-friendly versions. Top consumers include China, Indonesia, India, Vietnam, Japan, and also the US, Nigeria, Brazil, Russia, Mexico, and the UK. Instant noodles have truly become a global food. The idea that changed everything. The biggest innovation wasn't just the noodles, it was convenience. The introduction of cup noodles changed everything. No bowl needed, no washing dishes, no kitchen required. Just open the lid, add hot water, wait a few minutes. Anywhere, anytime. Launched in 1971, this idea transformed instant noodles into a lifestyle product. Why students love it. The connection is simple. Student life means limited time, limited money, frequent hunger, shared or no kitchen. Instant noodles solve all of that, and that feeling is what turned them into a legend. Instant noodles in space? Yes, even space. In zero gravity, food can float away. So special instant noodles were created for astronauts. A simple food, adapted for an entirely new environment. Myth versus reality. Instant noodles are unhealthy, people say. But the truth is more balanced. It depends on how often you eat them, what you add, your overall diet. A simple tip: add eggs, vegetables, or meat. Turn it into a more complete meal. Final thoughts. Instant noodles are not just a 3-minute meal. They are proof that small, everyday needs can lead to massive global change. One person asked, "How can this be faster and easier?" And through persistence, created something the entire world now uses. Next time you pour hot water into your noodles, remember, behind it is a story of innovation, effort, and the desire to make life just a little easier. And with that, our journey ends here. Thank you for listening and traveling through history with me. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me again for the next journey. And in the comments, tell me what story you'd like to hear next. Chocolate, coffee, bubblegum, or something else? Until our next journey, goodbye for now.